Hi everyone, and thank you very much for joining us today for this webinar. The subject today is really speaking about Office 365, this one that you know, this open door solution for cloud, but really how to help you, bundle those solution and find a way, to get better margin and better solution. I'm Cyril Courret, product manager for business app and productivity at SherWeb. And today I have with me Reza Palisban, that is a VP and Sales Business Development at WorldEdge Technology. Hi, Reza. Can you hear me, Reza?
Welcome to the webinar.
Okay, we'll work on that later. Reza is a partner of us. He's going to give later on a bit of testimony of his experience and on bundling and his experience with SherWeb. So let's start first with the agenda. So today we'll speak about what is the new SherWeb Office 365 offer, what it means, what is inside. We'll speak about how to bundle and why bundle is so important. We'll share with you some tips and tricks. If the Reza sound is working, we'll go on the testimonial. And of course, we'll have a QA. I have with me Alexandre Pinchot, that is a product marketing strategist here, and he will QA the session. So really, if you have any question, don't hesitate. Use the question answer tool inside GoToWebinar. Also, you can already download the PDF of the presentation directly in the application. And of course, as usual, we'll send you the recording by the end of this week, so you can listen or share this one. So let's jump on the subject. As I just say, and everybody will agree on that. Office 5 is a great product. It's really an open door for the cloud. It's really an open door to bringing smart application to customers. But there is a massive issue, and everyone will agree on that. Office 365 became a commodity. So now that everyone understands the product, it's very easy to buy it. It just became a war of margin and pricing, and there is always someone that will come with the cheapest price. So it became very hard for partners to differentiate when they push this solution, and we heard that from you guys, and we work on it. So what we're bringing to you now is that when you buy today Office 365 plan with us, and you can see them on the screen, so Business Premium, Essential, Enterprise E1, E3, E5, Microsoft 365 Business, E1 and E3, every time you buy those plan from us, it will come at no extra cost, those 3 additional solutions. So you will get Office Protect, that is really how to apply best practice security settings to your tenant. So you will be able to connect and apply those settings, and for the first 30 days, you will be able to enjoy the active monitoring, get the experience learning how you can leverage this and how you can benefit your customer. You will get online backup. So the organization under you will get 1 gig per user of online backup. And here the vision is really that you can back up local folders, mobile devices, and of course, backing the Office 365 mailbox. The third application that you get at no extra cost is Quick Help. So you will get a Jumpstart e-learning experience to really train the end user on Office 365 and how to leverage those features. So we came with this plan, you get Office 365 with us, we add at no extra cost those additional products to help you build value and build an offer. So during this session, we'll discuss how to leverage those 3 apps and how to build bundles. So really, once you customer and once you start to experience on those products, and you might decide, of course, to continue and go on an ongoing access, here come the smart bundles. So the smart bundle is the ongoing access of those applications. So the paid version. So for Office Protect, the best settings that you apply, they will stay there, but the paid version will give you access to the active monitoring and reporting. So from there, you will get access to a digest giving you the security breached and alert that they were identified. You will get really those logs that are really hard to read. We make them simple to understand, and from you simple to know where to start on fixing those issues. For online backup, user that will go through the smart bundle, we get 10 gig per user. Of course, this is pooled across the entire organization. And for quick help, you can go over the 45 days of the Jumpstart. You can really get an ongoing access to the e-learning platform and keep learning those features and keep using that as the change management. So many features in Office 365 to learn. So you can really use quick help e-learning as the step-by-step, as the plan of the deployment. Alexandre, do we already have questions on the bundling? Do you want to go through some of the questions?
I'm answering right now.
Okay, answer it. Okay. So what we'll do, we keep the most relevant, okay, that we can share at the end. We'll go through to the rest at the end of the session. So let's go now on. So you know what you get with us having those plans. So let's go on what is bundling and why it's so important and how you can really do it. So bundle, let's just go on the quick definition. So it's a collection of things, a quantity of material tied or wrapped up together. So you are buying bundle every day, okay? And here, let me give you some examples. When you go through a fast food, it's come as a bundle. You go there for a burger, but it comes with fries, it comes with the drinks. When you buy internet, again, another bundle. It comes with phone, it comes internet and TV. Same for car wash. If you think about it, you just want a bit of soap and water. No, you're going the tricolor form, you get the wax, and so on and so on. So you are buying bundles every day. And bundle is not a new thing. It's a proof technique. It's worked, and it's really the way of adding a higher margin product to a core product. It's proved, and that's the reason that most of the company are pushing product in this way. If you look at the IT industries, the most successful bundle that you can see on the market is really Office 365. And if you step back, like even looking at the Office suite, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, they come all together. Like it's a no-brainer. That's the way they come. And Office 365 is the same. Now it's a no-brainer. I get my Office pack, I get my online services. You don't, even if you used to see them as an app, you don't anymore. Not Office 365 is this bundle. You don't even use the bundle anymore. And if you follow what Microsoft is doing, the latest one and the one they're pushing so strong, Microsoft 365, you might still see it as, oh, you're pushing a bunch of apps together, but it's exactly the same. Why keeping like everybody as of Windows on their computer? They need security. So why being individual app? Why not being in bundle? That's really Microsoft 365, in my opinion, is the new one. We're still in this fight of, I don't need that, but it's the same, It's bringing all the application that they make sense to provide a single solution. So why MSP should bundle? So we just say like it's a proof technique, it's working, but that's not enough. Of course, the first one is that you need to find a way to increase margin. Office 365, unfortunately, it's a low margin. Competitors are fighting on the price, so the margin go even lower. So you need to bundle, you need to add your value. You cannot just resell Office 365. Otherwise, it's going to be a fight of volume, and you don't want to go there. Of course, by bundling, you're going to differentiate your offer. Everybody can buy Office 365. They can even go directly to Microsoft and buy it. So you need to differentiate your offer to get a chance to grab this opportunity. And that's the bundle is the great opportunity to really add you managed services, really attach them, bring your expertise, bring your differentiator in this offer. And one of the beauty of the bundling is that it's going to simplify the product and simplify the offer and price. So if you think about it, like Office 365 standalone doesn't really exist for a customer. Otherwise, why they will not just go to Microsoft direct? They already go to you because they need you to add value. They need your expertise. And by bundling, you simplify the discussion, like this bundle is this price. And that's the outcome of this bundle. You know, it really makes a big difference. And prove your value to your clients again and again. In this motion of break and fix, you know, you need to keep showing the value. Otherwise, your customer, you know, might come back a day and say, okay, that's fine. You know, I got it. I have the application. It's working. I don't see why I keep paying for you. So just really to image this vision of bundling. Let me ask you this question. You know, when you look at those two salads, okay, which one do you think is most likely to yield the highest profit margin? It's clear, you know, like you have this fancy salad and you have the basic one on the left, you know, and everybody will agree that the one on the right is making sense. So of course there is a higher margin on this one. It's more appealing, you know, so when you present to a customer. But if you think about it, it's so custom, you know, you cannot compare it with another one, you know. On this one, you can go adding all the custom, all your expertise in it, even your secret sauce. And the idea here is that it will become really hard to compare, you know, and that's going to help you to differentiate and avoiding those discussions that they go on pricing and discount. So if you forget a bit about the salad and you bring what we are here today, Office 365 on its own, like it's just lettuce, everyone can get it, but your bundle of Office 365 and additional application, this is unique. This is the way you're going to differentiate. So here's some strategy that you can leverage. One that is very important is stop focusing on product, focus on value. And it's interesting, if you think about it, like a decade ago, they say, stop focusing on product, focus on solutions, okay? And now we're going one step even further. We say, don't focus even on the solution, focus on the outcome. And that's very important. So here's some example that we got out of the MSP Insight report. So this quote is very interesting. So as you build your product, you advise emphasizing the outcomes, the product you provide, not the product themselves. And another one that is very interesting, make it as difficult as you can for your competitors to compare what you have with what they can do. Avoid commoditization. And that's really the idea of this fancy salad and the secret sauce. You cannot compare those solutions. It's you bringing value, bringing your expertise on it. Another way to see it, you know, if we stay on visual things, you sell the whole pizza, okay? You sell the outcome. You don't sell just the ingredient, because customers and anyone can compare the price of the dough, the price of the tomato, cheese, and everything. But once you bring it together, they come to this great experience. They come for this wood oven and your touch, your expertise. And again, it's the same here. Don't sell the product. Don't sell Office 365. Sell it really as this experience, as this full solution. So stop selling Office 365. Start selling managed productivity. That's the way we present it today. If you think about it as that's not what you explain to a customer. That's really for you to understand. What is managed productivity? Of course, it's Office 365, but in a day, customer might not care being Office 365, being G Suite or a new player. What they will care is the solution, the different application they get. In the managed productivity, they also get your service, your expertise. And what we do with this new Office 365 plan is really adding to you those applications, this toolbox of application where you can start building your expertise, your services. That's really for you. That's the managed productivity is these 3 steps. And that's probably not the way you're going to present your customers. So here's some tips. And that's the reason you don't want to present like what I just did. You want to present your bundle as the default solution. And we're going on details for each of these one. Step 2 is don't be afraid to educate your customer. Explain them what is managed productivity, why it's coming as a bundle, why Office 365 cannot come as an add-on. And really promote the services included in your offer. You know, promote the value that they are bringing. So let's go a bit more in details, in those different. Here, what we are saying is that you don't want to present it a la carte, you don't want your customer, make their life so easier that they can pick, you want to present it as a full offering, and that's the way to do it. And of course, you need to give choice to a customer. They want this. I go to the restaurant. I don't want just the meal of the day. I want to have choice. You are not going to give them the choice between Office 365 standalone and bundle. You give them a choice between different bundle that provide different functionality for a different budget, of course. So really, this you could leverage and that's a technique that works really well. The silver, gold, and premium. You have those three bundles. You keep it simple and they get different functionality. But you don't provide them a la carte where they can pick up, okay, Office 365, yes, makes sense for me. Security, not that much. Learning is making sense. No, you don't want to do it in this way. The second tips, don't be afraid to educate those customers. If you go back on what we say, so McDonald's, they told us that a burger, it's coming with a soft drink and a fries. It's the same for Office 365. If you think about it, like if you're going to present that managed productivity, it's really the way you have to bring it, You need to be secure. You need to have a point of restore, and you need to learn how to use what you just purchased, plus any additional services. You might be network experts. You're going to bring this network auditing that is necessary, or a bunch of different skills that you might have. It's the time to bring it and to present it. That's the way to do it. And really, don't be afraid to have this approach. They pay you for that, okay? They come to you. They can buy Microsoft Direct. They go to you because they need your expertise. They need your advice. So they are expecting that you're going to bring more than just an Office 365. Promote the individual components of the bundle. It's really the more you promote the component, the more it will add value. So here's some tips, like security is one that is really working because it plays on the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And human being, we are so sensible of those things, So security it's working really well at this time because there is attacks, unfortunately, but also because it's really something that reaches us. So here the fact is that Office 365 became so popular that, of course, now it's a huge target for hackers. And one of the facts, and it's pretty strong, 72% of organizations have at least one compromised account in 3 months. So you really need to go there. You really need to leverage. And when you buy Office 365 at no cost, we give you the tool that can strengthen their security. Like you just go there and you can apply the best security. If you think about backup and disaster recovery, so really, you might have all the best layer of security, but you always need, whenever all those layers fail, you always need a way to recover. And that's still the backup, So really promote the importance of backing Office 365 or anyway, any device that they might have, Emails, it's still a mission critical services. So it should not be really hard to explain to a company that they need to back up what is really critical for them. And then the learning and the training, okay? Office 365 users are only using 20% of the features included in the product. So if you think about it, like they are not buying an online mailbox, they are buying Office 365. It's really powerful and it's productivity, okay? So by leveraging training and e-learning, it's one more good reason to say to them, look, that's the way you're going to get your return of investment. We're going to do step by step, use Quick Help as your change management tool, So let's be sure that everyone is set, that everyone understands how to use Outlook. Then when we are ready, let's learn together how to collaborate using Teams, how to share properly your files. And step by step like that, you can keep leveraging new application and adding services to your customer. So really, the more you promote the component, the more it will add value. That's really the key. So here, let's give you an example. You know, if we really go on security, you're going to charge monthly this managed security, you know, and most of the work will be done by Office Protect or online backup. But here's some example that you could leverage for security. So prevent logs not being captured, block email attachment known to be bad, prevent user making their personal. I'm not going to all this point, but you can help them to improve user password habits. You can protect against ransomware, and that's really by having an online backup. If you look at the training, you can help them to build this training plan on how to leverage all those applications. You can help them report the usage. So you are able to see, since we are managing your services, your end user are using Teams. They weren't before, and you can track all those things. So here really some examples. In the near future, we'll work on giving you more fact like that, helping you build your managed services around. But that's really what we have. We are not going to the partner testimonial. Reza?
Hi, Cyril. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, great. How are you, Reza?
I am very good. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Pretty good. How is the weather in San Diego? Because here it's yeah, it's snowing right now. It's pretty cold. I believe you don't have the same weather,
Well,
right?
I don't want you to be jealous, but it's in the mid 60s, sunny. We are expecting some rain, which is actually very welcome.
Okay, that's great. So Reza, I will let you introduce yourself and let me know when you want me to jump to the next slide.
Thank you very much. Hi, I am Reza Palizman, Vice President of Business Development with WorldEdge Technology. As Cyril said, we're based in Southern California. You can go ahead and go to the next slide, Cyril. We are an MSP, born not in the cloud. We were, the founder of our company was the server manager here at Disneyland in Southern California, and managed many servers. But over the years, he decided he needed to do something entrepreneurial, and being a traditional MSP working on premise, we eventually made it to the cloud. We're an early adopter of Office 365, and our specialty was always under email and Exchange Server. And we expanded into other things like Azure. We're heavily involved in various types of cloud migrations. We call ourselves a cloud services integrator. We do SharePoint, network design, help desk, VoIP, and we're big in training as well, because our mindset is, if our clients don't get the most of Office 365, we lose value. So we try to really push adoption. So that's just a little bit about us. We do specialize in healthcare and legal, manufacturing, and we became a partner with SherWeb about 2 years ago. And quickly they became our #1 vendor, because what we realized with SherWeb is that you have the ability to have a strategic partnership, a strategic relationship. Being a smaller firm, when I started 4 years ago with my partner, we only had 3 employees. Now we have 10. I mean, we grew a lot, but a lot of it had to do with finding the right partners and leveraging the resources a company like SherWeb had. It actually made us bigger. We were able to market with more aggressively and grow our business. So since we started with SherWeb, we've doubled our size. And leverage your dedicated rep that you have. Our reps have been very helpful for us. Although we just started with Office 365 with SherWeb as the only thing we were doing, it quickly expanded to the other services. We're talking a lot about security, and that's part of the bundle that I'm going to be talking about today. We also leverage their help desk that allows us to provide better service, more responsive service. That's the key with the help desk, is being a smaller firm and having our tech spread out. We were able to leverage the SherWeb help desk, as well as we've recently started using their training platform, Quick Help, which is phenomenal. Highly recommend you all look into Quick Help. It is a game changer. And then we've been very satisfied with the portal, Cumulus portal, as many of you have probably seen. We think it's one of the best in the industry. You can go to the next slide, Cyril. So, the real differentiation again is that customer first mentality that SherWeb brings in, and we've also been able to leverage their technical knowledge. Whenever we have a problem, we can go and have a talk like it's somebody else in our company. So that's how we treat SherWeb, is that we're on the same team, and and they treat us the same way back, very strategically. But that, as our relationship has grown and we've developed that trust, SherWeb has offered even to help us with marketing and pre-sale support. So they actually help with funding. Once you get to a certain level with them, you do have the ability to get funding so you can grow your business. And the best way to grow your business is to get marketing and invest in marketing. So if you are not doing that today, I would highly recommend you talk to your rep. And then the partner toolbox has been helpful, and I'll explain that now as we go into the next slide, which is our primary focus here is about bundling, and that's the topic of today's seminar or webinar. And the example that I wanted to share with everyone has been very successful is something that we do with existing clients. So this bundle that we're doing, it's not necessarily about going out and getting new clients with it, but we realized as a business a long time ago that the most profitable new sale is with internal with existing customers, and we do our best to maximize those before we go out and get new business. So when SherWeb came out with Office Protect, that gave us a wonderful opportunity. And there's a practice that we do. We call them quarterly business reviews. And in the industry, you may have heard the term. It's also known as QBRs. Having these quarterly meetings with your clients really is a great time to come and talk to them about different things that are going on in the industry. And what our focus has been this year in all of our QBRs is security. Clients, it's top of mind to them now, and it's been an explosive epidemic what's happening, and so SherWeb also is on the ball with that. And this brilliant product is really an automation that they've created built in within Office 365 has been fantastic for us. So the bundle we put together is we retail a combination of Office Protect and getting our clients, every user, set up with MFA. And we retail that at $5 a user. But the way that works is Office Protect costs us as an elite reseller for SherWeb, it costs us 80 cents. And MFA, there is no licensing. It comes with Office 365. The cost of MFA is all about getting the user set up. Internally, we've calculated the cost of a user setup, a client that we set up, each user is about $30. So what we found out, well, obviously the gross profit, if you take the $5 minus the licensing costs, we get a gross profit of $420. So our ROI is about 7 months, because instead of charging our clients a setup fee for MFA, which a lot of people do, they figure, okay, it's going to take me an hour and a half, I'll charge $150, $200, $250 to set up MFA. We realize that turns customers off. They prefer the user method. And so there is a risk, if it doesn't work out, but usually typically it's very, very minimal. So the ROI is 7 months, and after that, it's all profit, and it will continue on and on and on. So this has worked out great for us. So we've been able to, what I call, bring managed services to the cloud and increase our MRR. So you can go to the next slide, Cyril.
Question for you.
Sure.
When you are bringing this bundle, to your customer, do you give them like a minimum of user, a minimum of period? What is the way that you present it to your customer?
Yeah, we tell them this is tenant wide.
Mm-hmm.
So it is for the full tenant, because our understanding of Office Protect when it first came out was that it was a tenant wide, but I believe now you can do it per user. Is that correct?
No, we're still on tenant.
Yes. So we approach it tenant wide, and it's worked out. I mean, the largest client we have on it is over 100. It's about 110. So we have 2 clients that are at that level that have 110 users. So most of our clients are in, anywhere between 30 to 100 people. So it's not too bad in terms of what they have to invest on a monthly basis. And because security is so important, and MFA is the number, it's really the lead is MFA, but Office Protect offers that monitoring service, which we didn't have before. And we can say that with Office Protect, we have monitoring. So what we did is we used the collateral in the partner toolbox. So if you've never been to the partner toolbox, there's quite a bit of marketing information, whether it's Office 365, SharePoint, it could be hosted Exchange. There's all kinds of collateral there for partners to use for marketing. We found one on Office Protect and modified it. We put our own logo in there. We customized our messaging. We're emphasizing MFA a little bit more because of what we're charging. And we did this in less than 20 minutes. You can go to the last slide, Cyril. So the idea is that MFA does take time to set up, and you have to expect glitches. If you've never set up MFA in Office 365 before, it's not that difficult. However, especially early on, you will run into things not working the way you would expect. So, we came with a cost of $30 a user for getting it set up, but for some it might be higher and for some it might be lower. But that's how we justify charging the $5 US dollars per seat bundled with Office Protect. And we use those QBRs to go in and talk to our clients, and we talk about business. And then once we start talking about a bundle like Office Protect and MFA, it leads to even more discussions about security and other upselling opportunities. In fact, sometimes we actually sell other BDR, and in fact, and what we're looking to do moving forward is actually to combine MFA, online backup, as well as Office Protect. So that's our story. Hopefully that's been helpful for you out there, other MSPs, and we'd be happy to share our story if you wanted to contact me. And we're always an open book.
That's great. Thank you very much. I'm putting back the Reza slide. Okay, if you want to find his contact, we got very good feedback here in the comment area, Reza. I really like the way. I really like the approach that you have, and thank you very much for your time for this testimonial.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Stay warm.
Thank you. Yeah, later on, I think we have a couple of questions for Reza. So if you can stay with us, and we'll follow up at the end of the session.
Sounds good.
Okay, so guys, let's go on the next steps, And here is what we offer. Your point of contact, as usual, is your contact manager. They will help you really guide you through this process. They will, if you need to go more technical, of course, they have access to the different subject matter here at SherWeb. So they are really going to be your point of contact. So the first step that we propose is that really start to know the solution. Anyway, the next Office 365 you are buying, it's coming with, So you will get those Office Protect, online backup, and quick help. We got a couple of questions about the products. So during the Q&A, we'll take more time and go deeper on what they are doing. Then it's really identify an opportunity and attach your managed services. So if you didn't yet, I think it's time for you to think what is your differentiator. But just by leveraging those applications, we're thinking that there are the no-brainer one. We might be wrong. For example, Reza in his bundle, he didn't present quick help, even if he's thinking that it's a strong application, is good. At this time, the way he presented it's more about security, But as he might leverage later on the smart bundle, he might also bring the training, So think about the approach that you want to have, the competency, and really how you can leverage the application that we provide to you. Start small and grow, I think we should always do that, we are always thinking that everything has to be ready to start it. I believe more in baby step. You get an opportunity, that's the perfect time to build your offer, You know that they are, you know that training for them or return enforcement is very important. Play this card, build your offer around that, you know. And again, we have the tools. You have the toolbox with what you can leverage. So really feel free to contact your account manager, and we'll help you to work on those ones. I've seen that some of the attendees are not partner yet. So really sign up with SherWeb using this link, or you can just chat with us. We connect to you with an account manager. We can explain to you better what is our offer, what is our different value, and the way that we really differentiate ourselves. So don't be shy. Ask question, and I will be happy to answer. So it's now time for the Q&A. I will check with Alexandre on what question you want me to go. Okay, so what really happened after the 30 days? Okay, I might have rushed up these things. I'm sorry. So let me go back on the slide. Okay, so at no extra cost, you get those things. Okay, Office Protect. As you connect, you can set up the best practice settings. After the 30 days, what's happening? If you don't go to the paid version, you are losing the active monitoring. Means the solution will stop sending you digest with alerts. You will not get access anymore to the portal to see the different alerts of your organization. What you did with the best settings will stay there. It's not going away. Online backup, it's coming with 1 gig per user. We are not taking that away. You have it. It was part of your Office 365 with SherWeb. It stay there. Quick help, you have this jumpstart of 45 days. You can activate at any time. Okay, so we know that starting on a new solution can be overwhelming if you have too many features. So for let's say the onboarding of Office 365, you can activate at any time. So when you buy Office 365 with us, if it's one of these plans, you receive a welcome email with a different instruction to connect to Office Protect, Online Backup, and how to activate Quick Help when you want. So next question, what's happening with existing customers? So you add Office 365 with us prior to the bundle. You would like to leverage this. You do minus on the existing offer and you do plus on the new Office 365 plan. It's as easy as that. So let's say that you have 50 Office Business Premium. You go to the new Office 365 category in our partner portal, and you match the quantity. As you do that, the primary contact of the organization, so you, the partner, will receive this welcome email with the different instructions. Are you going to share more technicals about Office Protect, Online Backup, and Quick Help? Content is already there. We made different webinars. What we could do in the follow-up of this webinar, we're going to share you the key resource, and we'll give you the link. Also, again, in the welcome email, you get a walkthrough of each application that will show you in 5 to 10 minutes how to leverage the application. I have a question for you, Reza.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So question for you is, did you manage to bundle for on-prem, like network plus storage? Is what I have in the question.
This particular bundle we have not done for on-prem as of yet. It's only been for purely cloud scenarios. So okay. No on.
The reason I believe is that you were leveraging, right? You were leveraging Office Protect, so that was mainly the reason, I believe.
That's right, and leveraging Office Protect with a combination of MFA, so that put us in mainly talking to our cloud-only clients. But we do have clients that are in a hybrid mode where they are in the need of MFA, but we haven't approached them yet.
Okay. Thanks, Reza. Then after, so a couple of questions about the different applications. So I will go quickly on those. So Office Protect, it's a made in SherWeb product. So as you know, Originally, we're an hosted Exchange partner. Then we became an Office 365. And so we have this strong expertise on email and also strong expertise on security. So we build this tool from scratch, really applying the best practice that we know, and also being partner oriented. Most of us before joining SherWeb were partner ourselves. We know that it's a big headache to read any log. So the idea here is really how to make it more friendly for you to understand what the log mean, because if you look at the original from Microsoft, good luck, is like trying to understand the hexadecimal of a blue screen of death. Same thing. So really how to give you a easy alert to understand, so you know where to start. And also a strong reporting functionality, because as we say, Office 365, you need to be able to show your value to your customer. And when you do a managed service, it's very important. So there is a strong reporting capabilities there, so you can share what's happening with your customers. Online backup, it's pretty easy to understand backup, but here the beauty of the agent that we're using is that you can back up almost everything. You can back up a virtual machine, your mobile device, your mailboxes, your local folders. So really having a solution where you can back up everything, and it's a pay as you go. It's very easy to understand and very easy to sell. Quick help, e-learning platform. So of course it's great. Like the way we provide you these 45 days, really see it as a training. But we strongly believe, and we've seen a lot of organizations going to the paid version, because e-learning, Office 365 is not just one training. You need continual training, because there is so many applications, so many new features coming, that having this e-learning, that it's an ongoing learning that you are doing. And also, like Reza say, like it's a very strong and very powerful tool. So you can really leverage as the change management. So use this application to have a plan. Like you cannot set up everything on Office day one. Like there is too much to learn. So use this application, build a plan with your customer. And by the way, it's one more things you can charge, and they will understand that building the learning part of building the roll-up of the application, that is what is making sense. So I think we're good with the questions. So again, you're going to receive an email in a couple of days with the recording. You will have the slides, of course. And what we're going to do is share more about the application on that. We're good, Alex? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that being said, thank you very much, guys, to join us today. Been great pleasure to be your host for this subject. If you have any question, don't hesitate to contact your account managers, and I will be very happy to help you on that. So thank you very much, and have a great day. Goodbye.